All right, everybody, welcome to Market Pros, where we talk about everything markets and crypto. My guest today is Shockwave. How you doing today, man?
Well, thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. It's a pleasure having you back on. Uh, can't wait to talk about some trading.
Yeah, that's great, man. I really enjoy what you're doing, and it's a pleasure to chat about it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, how long have you been trading? And which markets do you trade?
Yeah, I've been buying stocks for you know gosh 15, 17 years now. Started out just the basic put some money in from my employer into the standard 401k. And fast forward, wondered where that money was going. Started digging deep, learning, and since then I've done everything from swing trading, day trading. I've got involved in crypto, um, 2016 circa, and yeah, since then I've just continued to be active in both stock market and crypto market, and done pretty well.
Awesome. Crypto is definitely different than stocks, huh?
It is different, but I also think there are some very important similarities
Oh
and
yeah.
very important foundational concepts that pure crypto traders really miss out on.
Yeah, definitely. See, when I started, Um, I started with the stock market and I started with fundamental analysis. So, I can analyze a company, tell you how much, money they'll probably make next year, stuff like that. And then I moved on to Forex. And then, first I learned technical analysis before I moved on to Forex. Started trading that, did pretty well, and then found crypto like I think 3 years ago, something like that, or 4 years. Um,
Nice.
I think it was about 3 years, a little over. And yeah, been full crypto ever since. I mean, I still have like a stock portfolio. Uh, really don't trade Forex anymore. Might as well just trade crypto, at least in
Yep.
my opinion. The, the vol's a lot higher,
hmm
so you really can't go wrong with that. Um, so what is your favorite market? Like out of all of them, like you said you trade options, or do you trade options?
Yeah, I do. I trade options. Mostly selling options nowadays, but I've bought options. I've scalped in the past. It's fun. You can make some money. You can also lose money on it if you're
Yeah.
not careful.
Yeah, but
But
how much money. You know how much money you're going to lose though.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Selling options I find to be a nice stable hedge, and if you do it right, you can make steady income and not sweat it too much.
You sell
I
calls and
don't have to.
puts.
I normally just sell calls
Okay.
on some underlying stock that I hold, and it's stock that I want to hold long term. I like it to collect dust. So I pick that option price that I don't think will blow out, and I sell a monthly, and get stable income from it.
So you focus on dividends?
Uh, I in my stock portfolio, I do have about half of the portfolio are dividend stocks because nowadays I don't actively trade stocks as much as just hold.
Right, that's
I
what I was
see them
getting
as
at.
yeah, yeah. So I used to day trade and swing trade, and I did fine. I never really lost it bad. I made some money overall, but I've recently in the last year I've had more fun actively trading crypto. So my stock portfolio sits there nicely. I log in every now and then, check it. I resell my options when they get near expiry or when they expire. And if there's a dip, I'll go buy some more in something that I'm interested in and just accumulate, right? So I'm in an accumulate and hold mode for my stock portfolio, and then I really daily I'm more focused on my crypto trading, which I enjoy and I've done well with, and that's what I'll probably continue with, and
Gotcha.
that sort of mindset. Yeah.
Yeah, crypto's definitely fun. And it'll keep you busy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you go like
Yeah.
full crypto. I'm
Yeah.
busy all the
Absolutely.
time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Busy
Yeah. You
all
got
the
to be.
time.
Yeah. That'll keep you awake. I mean, it's
Yeah,
there's no shortage of opportunities nowadays with crypto.
right.
The next 5x is just around the corner.
Yeah,
And yeah.
yeah, one of my rules, like my trading rules, which we're about to get into because I want to know some of yours.
Sure.
One of my rules is opportunities reset daily. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So it's just
a good
something to
one.
follow. Yeah, like don't FOMO, don't you just basically don't FOMO. If you're not early, you're late. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
With a
very
lot of these
true. Yeah,
altcoins,
yep,
because
that's right. And you can make some serious money on the altcoins or even the
oh yeah,
the meme coins, but you're right, you have to get in early. And again, there's some old stock foundational concepts that ring true in crypto. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Don't be the one holding the bag. And there's a lot of opportunity in crypto to do that. I know, I don't see crypto as hold. I don't hold crypto long. Some people do.
not even Bitcoin.
Um, no, I mean,
Yeah,
I see value in Bitcoin. I
yeah,
have no problem with it. And at some point, when I want to slow down my small or mid cap coin trading, I'm going to load up on Bitcoin and probably leverage against it and chill out. But right now, I'm having fun and making money with the
can't go wrong
trading,
with that.
getting in and out of the small and mid cap coins. I'm not married to them. I ride the rocket and then I hop off. I'm not stuck on these things. And what I do see with crypto traders is they sort of get married to a project, or
They
they sort of fall in love, especially with some of
and
these gaming coins.
and they
Which is great,
identify with
fun.
it. They they
Yeah,
they
and
tag
that's
it.
that's
They
fine.
tag it to their own
Yeah,
identity. That's why when
yeah,
like
that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why when like you'll talk some shit about one of their coins, they will get very mad
No,
because it's
yeah,
like
it's ridiculous.
yeah, it's like they attach it to their own identity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
Chainlink, Cardano, and I've traded those coins, and I've
Mm,
held those coins actually and swing traded them.
mm.
And man, that community is brutal. Same with like XRP,
Oh
just
yeah, yeah.
brutal.
They're all like that. There are all these sub communities within a coin or an NFT community that they're exactly what you're talking about. There's sort of these cult zealots, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not judging. But if they want to do that, more power to them. But I'm here to make money.
Yeah,
I'm here to grow my portfolio, and I have been. And sadly, it's usually on the backs of those zealots that are yelling at everybody to hold or to not sell, or just
yeah.
hold on for the next big idea
Hold
with
the
something
line.
that's probably, yeah, which is probably dead or has reached its market cap. It's not me. It's not what I'm doing. So nothing personal, but I see these NFT communities and these gaming play to earn communities, and they're fun. Who doesn't want to play a video game and earn money? But
Right.
that's yet to be a proven sustainable concept. So these companies, they kind of put out a game or a product and sell nodes or what have you, and people just, again, they marry these projects. And that usually is a result of over leveraging into something. So
Yeah.
it's somebody that put most of their net worth into like Gala Games or something like that, and now they're just living in the Discord channels and on Twitter and defending it violently. When it again, I'm here to make money. I made my money from some of these projects, and I'm moving on to the next one. And eventually, I'll chill out like I did with stocks. I'll put it in some Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and
That's the only
take
thing
out
I
loans
hold.
against it. Yeah, just hang out. Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold NFTs for
No.
5 years. It's just not me. If someone
Right.
does and they make a 10x on it, good for them.
See, I
Happy
I
for them. But
go
yeah.
ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead. No.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say I do have a few NFTs that I will hold long term, but the roadmap for this project is very long. So I
Hmm.
want to make sure I'm in early. You know what I mean? So that
Sure.
I'm not
Sure.
paying
Absolutely.
$10,000 when I could have bought it for $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely, man.
I
Yeah.
got some
Yeah.
NFT allocation, and that's it. It's only in one project for
Hmm.
NFTs. I'm not a big NFT guy. I just don't under,
Yeah.
I don't understand I don't understand it. You know what I mean? So I'm not like a
Yeah.
pro at NFT trading and stuff like that. So I found a really good project with long-term aspirations, and so I just allocated some of my portfolio to that. The only coin that I do hold and for the long term is Bitcoin. Now
Okay. Yeah.
I trade alts, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Bitcoin's kind of like my gold, like I
Hmm.
have silver, and because there's not a really I mean, I guess Ethereum would be the silver of crypto.
Hmm.
I actually do have some Ethereum, but I'm willing to sell that at a drop of a dime.
Hmm.
But like I have some
Yeah.
Bitcoin that I'll hold on to and I won't trade it, you know. I
Right. Right.
started I started with a quarter of a Bitcoin, right? When it was 6 grand. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
trading the Bitcoin back then because I wanted to grow it into one. I did
Hmm.
grow it into one Bitcoin. And then ended up trading and then putting a lot of the profits back into Bitcoin. So now I got a pretty good Bitcoin position. Uh I mean for my caliber, you know what I mean? Like
Sure. Sure.
it's funny
Yeah.
because I could buy a lot more Bitcoin if I wanted to,
Hmm.
but like as you said, I'm here to make money, but I
Right.
do
Yeah.
hold Bitcoin. I do believe in
Yeah.
Bitcoin long term. I am part of the Bitcoin community. I mean, I'm part of the crypto community. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Bitcoin's really the only thing that I won't care if it drops 50%. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I lose that money or that opportunity cost or that profit. Other coins, I'm not gonna withstand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's and I'm of a similar perspective. I think anything that's worth holding to a person, that person needs to be comfortable with a 50% drop.
Yeah.
They need to be comfortable with a
Especially in
black swan
crypto.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. And in my mid small cap coins, as soon as there is a hint of nebulous behavior or a hint of negative sentiment that is probably going to drive a sell off, I'm out. I'm like a damn gazelle on the African prairie running, leading. Yeah, I'm out. I'm a ghost. And it's funny how many people we'll just hold. We'll just sit there on these, projects or coins that have nothing under them but a few memes or like a Discord server.
Yeah.
you know, that's
Yeah.
just not for me. I'm going to make
Right.
money on those, and then I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
gone, and
Yeah.
it's done well for me. And I until that fails me, that's my strategy, and I
Gotcha.
think it's great. And I'm happy to have those zealots holding the bags, so people can make money, and then maybe someday what happens is those people wake up and they become a
Change
little
their
more
strategy.
maneuverable.
Change their
Yeah, they
strategy.
become they maneuver, or they just go away. There's
Yeah.
plenty of people last 5 years of this bull market that made some money and thought they were good at it, and then a couple.
Everybody's a professional in a bull market.
Yeah, absolutely. And then a couple, baseball bats to their knees, and now they're that market's not for me. That's fine.
Yeah.
Greatest wealth generation mechanism in history, but that's fine. They can go work their 9 to 5s and
Not for
leave it up
me.
to us. I'd rather not them saturate the crypto market. Let's keep it small and sanctified, so we can make some money on it.
Yeah.
you know.
So, speaking of strategies, what's like your trading style like? And also, I would like besides your trading style, how do you trade? Like, what do you use? Do you like, are you an indicator trader? What's your strategy? Like, do
Yeah,
you,
let me. I'll talk through a day for me. So I wake
yeah,
up and I have a normal day job, make good money on it, which feel blessed with that. Get to do it work from home mostly. So I'll wake up and, I pull up. I mean, it sounds silly, but I pull up Market Watch. I look at what the headline news is. I don't buy into the headline news. I look into it to see what the, big money news outlets are saying, because that does hold sway to the market, or they are just simply, repeating what another news outlet said. Oftentimes it's just a bot. But, then I look at the world markets. So I look at U.S. markets, futures, right? So, okay, what's futures doing? Then I look at Asia markets and Europe markets, right? I pull up CoinGecko and do a quick scan of the top 50, right, to see if there's anything weird. We all know they generally move the same, but sometimes you get
Yeah.
an outlier, and I'm curious why. And then I pull up the VIX, right? Super important to kind of watch that. And then I go into my daily. Okay, what do I want to buy? What am I? What position am I trying to open or close or add to or just watch? And that's what I that's my day to day, right? I have those sort of apertures open, and then if I want to open a position on something, I what I do is just dig for as much information as possible. If it's a stock, that's often easier, right? It's easy to go pull up and look at somebody's price to earning ratio, or their earnings per share, or if they pay a dividend, or if you want to dig deeper, you can open up, your technical analysis charts. And what I do is, the three I look at, it's my strategy. I look at on balance volume, your MACD, and RSI. That's what I pull up, and I'll look at the daily on that, and just kind of get an idea of what's been going on the last few months with it, and then I decide the position I want to put in. Um, um, I like to diversify, but I'm not retarded with it. I say that, sort of in a crass manner,
Yeah.
because some people are like, "Oh, I diversify. I have 300 different stock holdings or something." That's bananas to me.
Over
Good for them.
diversification is a real thing.
Yeah, it is. I
You
just
can't
I
manage
can't
all that.
imagine.
Yeah.
Oh
How are you
my God.
supposed to
Yeah, and I
manage
think
all that?
people just do it to say it, and yeah, I get it. Diversification will create sort of a hold. It'll create a level of balance. I get that, but that's just not for me. And people like Warren Buffett are also not for him, right? So he
Right.
says that people often over diversify because they probably don't know what they're doing, or they're not putting in, they're not making wealth because they're not putting enough into the good ideas that they do have.
You
That's
said,
paraphrasing, but
yeah.
yeah, so I have, within my stocks and my mutual funds and my crypto holdings, all of that. I can just look at my spreadsheet, which I always also pull up daily. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Give me a second. I mean, I'm at under 20, and I'm not talking like couple $100 in Robinhood. I have pretty significant holdings, or what many people would consider significant, and I'm under 20. I'm under 20 different positions because I'm comfortable with each one of them. If they dropped 50%, I wouldn't bat an eye because I'm in it for the reasons that I want to be. I feel comfortable with the fundamentals, and I think that they're going to serve my purpose. My stocks, I see them all as long term. I don't day trade those much anymore. I used to. So, I don't want many trades going on with my stocks and my crypto. Um, the one position that I have, let's see, about half of my crypto position is, and this is, thousands and thousands of dollars. If it dropped 50, I'd be concerned. I'd wonder why, because I don't think this project would drop 50. But if it did, I'd be okay. I'm not gonna. I'll be able to eat next week. I'll be able to pay my bills. It won't. It's not the worst thing. And I've already made enough profit to where, again, if something like that dropped 50%, I might reconsider. I might sell off and move on with my crypto. But I'm going to be okay, right? And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people are severely, over leveraged into one or two of their favorite little positions, and when it drops even 20%, that they can't even sleep. you have probably seen that a lot too, right?
Yeah, if you can't sleep at night, you need to take some of your trade off. Like,
Yep.
you should be able to sleep like a baby. If you cannot sleep, you are trading too much. So what you do
Yeah.
is you lower it down until
Yeah.
you can sleep. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like I sleep
That's
like
right.
a baby every night, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't sleep very long. Like right now I'm running on 4 hours. Uh, just yeah, I mean trading, other stuff, YouTube. I got a lot
That's
going on,
true.
I
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
stay
Yeah.
busy. So
Uh-huh.
what is every trader's got their rules. So what's your top rule that you have? Like if you could give one thing to a new trader, what would it be?
Know when to get out of any position. That's where I think the true wealth is generated. Uh, and in 5 years, you can kind of ask me where I'm at, and I hope to be in that 7, 8 digit status. Well into that. Um, but I have learned. I haven't. It's not all gone perfect for me. I've lost some money
Oh,
on
it never
positions.
does.
Yeah, yeah, but I've never been cleaned out,
Yeah,
and
me
and
neither.
and some people do get cleaned out when a position goes wrong
They get
or
ahead
they
of
over leverage or
themselves.
something. Yeah, yeah, but I would say to a new trader, learn all the things, right? There's no
Yeah,
shortage of YouTube videos or books, or nobody will crack a book nowadays. They all want it kind of fed to them in a YouTube video or
yeah,
something. But nonetheless, you can
exactly.
still learn a lot. You can still read a
That's why
lot
I sell
online, but
courses.
yeah, that's
I
smart,
d-
man. There's
yeah.
there's a lot of people that are looking for good information, but
Well,
I would say
it
know when to get out of a
shaves.
position. Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely know when to take profit. 'Cause you'll get stuck
yeah.
holding
There's
the bag. You'll get stuck holding
yeah,
my bags.
yeah. That's right. And I think is harder. Taking profit. I think people kind of inherently do that. Maybe they do it too soon, or maybe they'll take some because there's. But I think a harder thing for people is to know when to take a loss, and that's tough,
You
right?
got to
So when
cut
you're
your
negative on a
losses.
yeah, yeah,
Cut them
and
short.
and I have really taken it upon myself to do that over the last year or two with crypto, and I'm so glad I have. There are times where I looked at something, I was down 20%, and I'm done with this. I'm done with this
Yeah.
position, closed it, walked away, and I'm so glad I did because that capital I was able to put into something that just went 2x, 3x, or 10x. So
Yeah, and
know when
sometimes
to cut a loss and move on.
right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll keep going down. Other times, I mean, it'll reverse on you. But
Sure, sure.
if you focus on the education first, things like that won't happen too much. At least not as much
Yeah,
as somebody that just came in and watched a couple
yeah,
YouTube
and
videos and think they're going to make $1 million.
yeah, yeah, that's right. It's like anything, right? It takes experience, it takes time, it takes reading. It's some people are gonna be naturally better at it than others. It's just like anything, and I think at least in a lot of the Western world, just financial education is severely lacking in
Oh yeah.
through grade school, into high
It's
school,
not
and even
taught.
into no, even into college, it's just severely lacking. So many people are already well behind even the fundamentals, on just how to live under their means, or save properly, or to allocate their money or their capital towards their goals. Being able to decipher what's important, and what's not. Even based on what they read, right? There's the old adages: you should be putting X percentage away for retirement, or
10%.
you should,
Pay
yeah,
yourself 10% and invest it. Whether
yeah,
it's
and then
whether it's investing in
there's
yourself. I mean,
yeah,
invest in yourself. That's the most important investment. You know what I mean? Like when I
yeah, I
first got
agree with
in,
you.
I paid for courses when I first got in. And
Yeah,
now it's crazy because now 5 years later, I'm selling courses. You know what I
there you
mean?
go.
And cutting and they're good courses too. Like there's a lot of quality. I didn't just, crank them out real quick. No, like it will literally teach you how to trade. and in a wide variety of subjects. I mean, I have a pretty good curriculum. It's very good. And
Good,
it
man. It's really
basically
good.
shaves 6 to 12 months off someone's learning curve. Gets them on the
Nice.
right track right off the bat. I teach them everything I know, basically. But then they
Hmm.
got to get the experience. You have to pay the tuition of losses to the market.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I
That's right.
suggest people paper trade at first just to develop a strategy. Because if you
Hmm.
don't have skin in the game, the psychology is out. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
then when
Yeah.
you get in and you have skin in the game, then you see what 3/4 of trading is about, which is psychology.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right. That's right. Yeah. It's interesting to be into like a what I've found interesting the last, I don't know, year or so is getting into the very small cap coins or small, startup crypto projects, and then being able to swing the chart. I mean that to me, there's so much to be learned there. So I learned fundamentals of chart analysis and whatnot from the stock market, but we're talking volumes, well into the millions, and with the blue chips and even small cap stocks, you're looking at lots of money to swing the chart. But you get into these very small coins, and somebody like me can swing the chart, and it's pretty neat to see. And you really learn a lot. Like you mentioned, the psychology of the market, and then when you see the little cells, you can, oh, okay, that's just people taking some profit, or maybe some people got scared out of this project because it dipped a little bit and they didn't really know what they were getting into to begin with.
Yeah.
Or when you see a project rocket, why did it rocket? And it's just fun to, 'cause I'm having fun with it, and that's what's cool to me. And I think when I stop having fun, I'll probably again just throw it into some Bitcoin, chill out, and
Yeah.
go on to the next thing.
Yeah. It's if you're not having fun with it, you're not gonna last. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to take those losses. So you got to be able to
You,
bounce back. That's why when you first get in, you don't trade a lot. You know what I mean? You trade dollars,
yeah,
not hundreds of
yeah.
dollars, not thousands of dollars. You trade dollars.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think a lot of people want to throw a ton of capital in, to try. Oh man, if I could just, get 50% or 100% on this,
If I could
I'll be
just put
good.
100x
And
leverage on it and
yeah,
become a millionaire overnight,
yeah, and then
I'd be
then I'll
good.
be good. I can
Yeah,
do the safe trading, right?
right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just doesn't work that way.
No.
And if the 1% of people that may have pulled that off, or less than 1%, they're going to lose their profits, the next day, so to
Most
speak.
likely, yeah.
It's a slow, steady effort. We talked about being able to sleep at night. That's a good measure. I'll give you a story. There was a meme coin. I won't say the name. I did well with it, but just a meme coin, and I had a few $1,000s in there. It wasn't a small position, especially for something that's just a straight meme coin. And I did it for reasons. It was tied to a larger meme coin. I thought it could pump. And anyway, I turned out to be right. And this thing went 50x on me. And I remember there were nights I'd get up and I'd be, holy shit, I made a lot of money on this thing, and I didn't close my position. I get up, use the toilet, and I
Oh,
check my position. I'm like, holy shit, do I just take the profit? Do I
did
just
you
take
write
this
it
and
down?
run? No, no. So what,
Oh, okay.
after about 3 or 4 days of that, looking at my 50x kind of drop into a 40x, I was, what? And then kind of just, it hit a trough, and then, I could start to see the market sentiment phase, I'm done. I got out at like a 45x, and, it was great. It was a great feeling. So it
Yeah.
goes back to that one lesson, know when to get out, even if you take 20x on a position, and this is all crypto, you tell a traditional stock investor, these things 20x, 50x, they're gonna fucking lose their minds, right?
Yeah.
That's like penny stocks. They're happy with a 10% gain, right? So these are
That's a
crazy,
big move.
crazy returns that you can get on crypto.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you got to know when to get out, because some of these will rocket up and they'll fall just as quick, right? These are not things to hold. You get your 10x. If you're lucky and you get a 20 or a 50, you cash out and move on. Like,
Yep.
maybe hold a little bit for fun. Maybe, yeah, this project made me money. I'm going to hold this forever. Until it goes to zero or something. That's fine, whatever. But take your money and get the hell out of that stuff.
Don't
And that is a really important lesson.
yeah, don't date it, don't hate it, just trade it.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
Dude, that's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah,
And another
yeah.
thing, like a 10% move in the stock market, that's a big thing.
Oh, it'll get a headline.
In the
Yeah,
crypto market,
yeah.
that's a Tuesday, you
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And
Well,
some people don't have the stomach for it, and some people really do. Some people aren't bothered by it. So you got to find out if it's even for you.
yeah.
And I've noticed, like you have in the last year, crypto is starting to break into mainstream, right? We
Yeah.
saw the ads in the Super Bowl. This is
Yeah.
just the start of that, right?
Yeah.
And no telling what will happen. I'm not one to try to read a crystal ball here. You have regulators saying it's the devil. You have, and then
Yeah.
you have the regulators. Oh, no, this could be good, and who knows what's going to happen, right? But
Right.
you got to whatever you're in, watch it and be ready to, leave like a fart in the wind, right?
Yeah.
Be ready
What do
to
you
go.
what do you think of the market right now? Uh is there any levels you're looking at, or what's your take?
Yeah, I think we are in a period of caution. I know this video will be dated, but we're March 2022,
No, I'm
and
releasing it next.
okay, yeah, and what I mean is, anybody who listen to it, you'll be able to see the date on it. But we're in a period of caution. We just got out of sort of easy Fed money, coming out of the pandemic, which we're still in. There's still countries that are locking down. There's still cases. There's still very much a pandemic. It has not transitioned to an endemic yet. But a lot of the world markets are sort of in that cautionary period. Now we have Putin invasion of Ukraine. So there's a lot of caution, and you can see it if you look in the 6-month chart of any S&P or QQQ. You're going to see that dip, right? A lot of money was scared out of the market. People taking profits. People not wanting to ride it. I've been slowly buying stock, and the big cap coins transition over to crypto, they follow the market. We all know that. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're following it, and then the top 50 coins follow that. So you really have to break into the small coins to where they don't, they're agnostic of larger market forces. So what do I think of the market? I think it's a period of caution, but I am also a fan of dollar cost averaging. Find your positions that you like. When they dip, buy more,
Yeah.
right? It takes a 20% dip. You wake up smiling because you have dry powder that you're going to buy more.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's how I think people should be viewing the long positions.
the people who don't have dry powder, they are not happy, you know. That's why
No,
you
no,
keep
you're
it.
right.
That's why you keep some
Yeah,
money on the side, because then
yeah.
you can at least take your average cost down. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. And I see crypto as my money on the side. I have
Yeah.
plenty of just cash saved up for that rainy day that you're supposed to have, so I'm fine there. But like, I don't get a liquid in crypto, and I know a lot of like people that have significant crypto holdings that did well on a
I'm one of them.
50x,
Oh,
100x, and
yeah.
they're liquid as hell. I mean,
Yeah.
they have everything tied up in NFTs and every product.
No.
That's not me. Like, if they
Yeah.
want to do that, cool. No, not me, dude.
See,
I'm
it's
I'm
not.
liquid. I'm ready to trade out.
Yeah.
you know.
See, it's not. I'm not like that in NFTs, but I'm kind of on the other side of the spectrum there. I am what I call it is crypto rich, cash broke. You know, uh,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's just me. And like I said,
Cool.
the
Yeah.
only coin I hold is Bitcoin. You
Mhm.
know, so I have the money in crypto, but I have dry powder on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it kind of
Yeah.
cycles itself. You know,
You
like
see.
I'll have crypto, then I'll have money. I'll have crypto, then I'll have money. The only thing that
Yeah.
doesn't move is the Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
That's that brings me to another good point. You got to have your sort of your own internal backstop. So, I
you got to do
have,
what's right
yeah,
for you.
yeah, and what you're comfortable with. So you're like you said, crypto rich, cash poor. That works for you. You're able to live comfortably the way you want,
Well,
and
I have other
and so you got to
sources of
find that.
income.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is, that I have that. pot of money, the savings that you're supposed to have, that advisors say to keep. I follow that, I keep it. But what I will go into the margin a little bit. If there's a project I'm really excited about, I'll pull, 5, 10K out of the hide and go move it into that project, write it up, and then put it back. So people
Yeah.
need to be ready to flex. But what I see a lot of times with new traders is they go way too heavy, right? I mean, the money that they're gonna use to pay bills, here's my
Oh,
rent money. I'm
yeah.
gonna buy this coin or this meme stock, and it's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
You
See,
know, silly.
that's why
Yeah.
I have multiple streams of income and they stay in that stream. So my crypto
Mhm.
money is what I use to invest in crypto. I don't put more money in crypto at this point. At first, I was dollar cost averaging, building a crypto position, but then I got to the point where, I can invest in crypto with the crypto money. I don't need to put more money in it at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I can build
Absolutely.
wealth using crypto in that, in that area. And
Mhm.
then, I sell my classes, I personally tutor people on technical
Mhm.
analysis, because like I don't expect this YouTube channel to get like huge, but I love to do it. So like,
Sure.
I'm doing this for free, obviously. I'm just starting out. And I don't care if I continue to do it for free. I like it.
Mhm.
I like
Mhm.
having these conversations with people. I like sharing my ideas and my analysis every morning. That's just
Yeah.
stuff I like to do.
Yeah, man,
Um,
that's great. That's
yeah.
great. Yeah.
So we're about out of time. It was a pleasure talking with you, man. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, same here, dude. I really enjoyed it. It's again, I'm with you. I have fun with this, and I can tell you do as well. So it's always a pleasure to have a chat.
Yeah, yeah. Do you got any closing thoughts?
No, just know when to trade out. That's I
Yeah.
really liked how you asked that, and that's something that yeah, you're really doing something well with these videos, and
Thanks.
asking those kind of those lessons we've all learned in blood or sweat.
Yeah.
Or if you're smarter, you learned it from somebody else's blood and sweat.
Yeah.
So yeah, know when to trade out.
Yeah. It's all about like what I'm focused on with this channel is bringing value to people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like with these interviews, with the technical analysis, the channel's not big. And like I said, I don't plan on it getting big. It might. I mean, you never know.
maybe it will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but I'm here for the long haul. I plan on doing this for years and years to come, you know?
yeah.
So, once again, it was my pleasure to have you on. And I am looking forward to having you back. Um, definitely. Everyone,
Awesome,
if,
man.
oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it. Everyone, if you like the content, please like and subscribe, if you want. And comment down below. If you liked the video, give me a comment on what you liked about the video, what you enjoyed that Shockwave here said. And if you didn't like it, leave a comment anyway. Give me some constructive criticism. Tell me how I can improve. Well, that's all for me, and I will see you guys in the next one.